Don't wait for tomorrow. Live for today. Keep chasing the sunshine and go out and play.
And good day, everyone. Welcome back to JK's Deal Reveal. And we have an official deal submitted by one of our members today. And so welcome back. Very, very excited to have you all joining us live on the Zoom, live on the Facebook, live on the interweb. We are here. And what an amazing, incredible week and month we've had. We just completed on Saturday the epic Blueprint in Florida, a 4-day event. Minds were blown, lives have been changed, and we are so excited to have a little break on one side, but also to get back into our routine of the deal reveals, and also May 1st, our entrepreneurship morning call, health, wealth, and abundance. And I do want to let you all know that we have a 1-week free trial for anybody who has never joined us in the morning. Next Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, you can join in for absolutely free and see what all that's about. So if you're interested, info at nowfortomorrow.club and we will plug you in. So let's get started. I already mentioned the epic Blueprint was epic. We had a ton of fun. Right around 100 Canadians were in participation, either in live in the room with us in Florida, and the other half virtually attended, and it was out of this world. So let's get into our deal reveal for today. What is the deal reveal for those who are new to the call? It is an opportunity to analyze a deal lightning fast to get a really good sense of what's happening, so that you can jump in confidently into your negotiations and take the deal one step closer to the finish line. So we're analyzing deals lightning fast in markets where the cash flow might be tremendously higher than what you have in Canada. And so today's deal, Andre, who's been very, very patient, because we've been promoting and giving you access to the preview event for the Blueprint. Now that's over. So Andre has a deal, and Akron, I think Andre just gave us the thumbs up there, who's on the call. So let's jump right into it. We have Hillwood Drive in Akron, an opportunity for $85,000. And for those who don't know, I am going in this blind. I've never looked at this property. All I have is the address and the price, and we're going to see basically if this is a deal or no deal, and maybe what the next steps would be for Andre. So start your timer. Here we go. The very first step that we do is we like to go to Google and see, ideally Bing's not your default search engine, but it does that sometimes. Just to get a sense of where the property's at. And I like to go to Zillow or Realtor.com. I've been fancying Realtor.com for the last little bit to get a sense of what type of property this is and what value, what is this thing worth based on their algorithms here. So just looking at this, looking like a single family home, it is contingent. So hopefully that's Andre who got in there, got this property under contract. It's a 4-2, so might be a duplex. So I'm going to just take a quick look. Very desirable brick building with 2 units, both occupied. So it is a duplex, but it doesn't really matter whether it's a single family or a duplex for its value, because we're in the 1 to 4 unit space. So we are looking for comparable properties to see what this value is. On Realtor, there's a real estimate here. And we see the trend based on 3 analytical softwares: Quantarium, CoreLogic, and Collateral Analytics. And so we can go right to today and see that it looks like this property was trending up to right about 90-ish thousand. And when it gets listed or contingent for 85, it's going to definitely take that value into account. But I would say this property, based on this trend, is probably worth about 95,000. That's kind of the sense we're getting right now. If you want to go to Zillow, we can definitely do that. Oh, not this property. Let me go back to Zillow, put in an address here, see what Zillow comes up with. Let me start from scratch here. So why are we getting the sense of the value of the property? Because we want to follow the golden rule of real estate, which is buy at a discount and buy cash flow. To buy at a discount, we have to understand what it's worth. And so if there's an opportunity for 85, but it's worth 90 to 95 and it's a turnkey property, well, then we would be in fact buying at a discount. But if it's worth 75 and we're buying for 85, we're buying over market value. So for some reason, it's not liking this address very much in Akron for Zillow. Oh, now it is. Good. Duplex, the Zestimate brings it in at 83. So we're getting quite a bit of data that's pulling at the high 80s right now, and they're asking 85. So assuming a turnkey purchase, this would be basically at market value, maybe a little below, maybe a little above, depending on the work required. But this is just in a quick glance, what are we looking at for this property? You know, you can look at all the pictures. See, I didn't even look at the pictures. We can definitely go in to see how far are we from turnkey, how close we are from turnkey. It's looking clean, obviously not updated, but looking clean. These pictures are not the cleanest. Like, I don't know exactly the condition of the walls, nor do I really see the windows, how aged are the windows, but ultimately it looks turnkey, tenant ready, at least for long-term tenants, which appear to be the case. One unit is ground level, nice living room featuring fireplace, formal dining room. Second is a 2-bedroom and a bathroom. Okay, so it gives very little information. I'm going to assume based on the pictures that we're turnkey rent ready. So at 85, maybe you negotiate a little bit lower, 75, 78, something like this. I'm going to assume we're buying at a little bit of a discount here, Andre, for this deal. Next rule is the cash flow. Are we cash flowing with this property? For long-term renters, we're going to go to Rentometer to see what kind of long-term rents we can get out of this. It's a 4-2 building, but it's a duplex. So I'm going to look for 2 ones, and I'm going to multiply it by 2 to get how much rent we can get from this property. And I will go into house to duplex because that's what we're looking at here. 2 ones. We're at somewhere between 766 and 975 with an average of between 870 and 900 basically. It looks rather put together, but not updated. So I'm going to be a little bit more conservative and take the average. Now, we're just getting a quick sense of what the numbers are at right now. Before you actually buy the property, after it's under contract, you're going to confirm this data with your property manager. Maybe look on Craigslist to see what other ads for rent, or on, was it PadMapper, all those rent websites where people list their properties for rent to size up exactly what this is. But this gives you a really good idea right out the gate. So that's all we need. We have 870 as an average. There are 2 units. So the 1740 a month coming in. There are 12 months in the year. And from here, this is the gross rental income. And then we have our 50% rule to see basically how much of that gross income is left over after paying for your expenses, taxes, insurance, management, maintenance, utilities, and your shit buffer. Basically, those factor in for 50%. So your market may be a 55% market, maybe a 50% market. Some are 45% and some are 60s, but the 50% rule is typically a very conservative approach to just get a good sense of what's happening. So it looks like if you bought this property cash, it would generate about 10,440 net at the end of the year. And so 10,440, you divide it by your purchase price of 85, hopefully lower than this, but you're basically at a 12.3 cap rate, buying maybe just a little bit under market value, because we're looking at it's probably worth about 90,000 based on Zillow and Realtors analytics. So we're buying at a little discount, And it seems like, conservatively speaking, because I used the lower of the average and median, and I used a 50% rule, which is pretty conservative, we're at about a 12.3 cap. So strong cap rate, small discount at purchase, deal or no deal. Is this worth exploring further or not? Dwight's already in there, deal. Let's see, anybody else would like to comment on this? Deal or no deal, right? We spent 5 minutes. We have some thumbs up coming up. A beautiful, fantastic. I love it. So Amanda on the call, Andre, I don't know if one of those thumbs was yours. Amanda, deal, pretty good cap rate. Might as well get it under contract. Beautiful, I love it. Bassem, Dominique, Francois, Gloria, Harris, all the thumbs are coming up, Andre, it's looking good. Hassan, Kim number 2, Mohammed, Patricia, oh, look at all those thumbs, absolutely. Tyler, Wendy, Yagag, wonderful, nice to see you all here, and I'm sorry for the people who are on Facebook, I'm not exactly looking there, but all the thumbs are coming up. And I would agree here that from the golden rule standpoint, this is looking pretty darn good to get started. So if you see a deal like this, where you're buying under market and you might have a little bit of wiggle room, don't forget the listing price is not the final price. So I don't know if they were asking 85. I believe they were. You can definitely put in an offer for 75 or 72 or 76 or just something to get this going. So this was on the market for 45 days. And let's see, do we see okay, there it is. Listed for 85 and contingent at 85. Oh, it was listed higher at 90. So they started back in June of last year, it was on the market. And then it was just removed and they relisted recently at 85 and they got a contingent. Now, notice here, even though it says contingent at 85, that doesn't mean someone offered 85. Someone could have offered 65 and it just says contingent, and this is the last price that was put into Zillow. So don't get sucked in. If this comes back on the market and you saw that it was contingent at 85, that doesn't mean they offered 85. So you just follow your rules, go in there, negotiate, figure out what the seller wants and needs, and make sure you understand the golden rule in the process. So this is something I think could easily be gotten for somewhere in the 70s, which would drop your, bring your cap rate even higher, your cash flow even higher, and ultimately be buying at an even bigger discount. So congratulations. I hope that's you who has it under contract, Andre, and you're able to complete your due diligence and get the first or next in your portfolio. So that is our deal reveal for today. We're back in the swing of things. Next week,